Surprise, I guess we're like working through our issues today. But we're not here for cute, we're here for real. Sometimes it sucks to be your own boss. Thank you to this week's sponsor, 𝐬𝐻𝐵. Good afternoon, guys. So luckily, I don't know if it's the shot that has kicked in or the painkillers that the doctor prescribed me, but I'm feeling much better today. If I tilt my head certain ways, I can still feel the tightness, but I can function and I'm not whimpering like a little puppy every 5 minutes because it hurts so bad. So I have been up since 8:30, I think, working on sticker proofs because I got a lot of last minute orders before my September coupon expired. So thank you guys to everybody who placed an order with me in the month of September, but of course thank you to all of my sticker customers. So I've got all of my proofs sent off. I'm caught up on current orders as far as making cut files and stuff goes. So I have a relatively, I mean, I say this is a small stack, but it feels like a small stack in comparison to other situations, but I'm hoping that I can get these all finished up today. Sometime later in the weekend, maybe early next week, I'll have a big batch of more stickers to pick up. But we are getting ready to go out of town for the weekend, like literally just a 24-hour trip up to Portland for a friend's wedding. And I have a lot to do today, so I'm really glad that I'm feeling better. But I need to cut stickers, I need to pack. I have a hair appointment in a couple of hours, which is very exciting because my bangs are not banging anymore. But yeah, so it's gonna be kind of a chaotic day. I don't even know what kind of vlog this is gonna be. This is gonna be an absolutely ridiculous vlog. So I guess just join me for the ride. While we are wrapping up this sticker order for 𝐟𝐶𝐬 Designs, I would love to talk to you guys about this week's sponsor, 𝐬𝐻𝐵. If you've been around my channel, you already know about our sponsor this week, 𝐿SD&x, and you'll know how great they are for small business owners utilizing the tools they provide to get the most out of their Etsy listings. Previously, I've introduced the Daily Trends feature, which allows Etsy sellers to track and see performances of keywords on a daily level, and you can even customize the date range to see how things are trending over a specific period of time. And it just got better. Now you can see the daily trends as a table across multiple listings all at a glance, to understand which listings are trending at what time. But that's not all. Right next to that, you can also see the growth rate of each listing as well, to see what items and keywords are worth looking into. Growth plan users can see this data for up to the last month, but will need a business plan to view the data for up to 24 months into the past, which gives them an opportunity to study long-term growth and seasonal shopping patterns. 𝐿SD&x can be used completely for free, but if you join the growth plan, you will get access to the daily trends and so many more amazing features. And if you would like to join, you can check out the link in the description box below. It is an affiliate link, so you don't have to use it, but if you do use it, it gives me a little bit back so I can keep doing the things that I do. Thank you so much to 𝐿SD&x for continuing to be an incredible sponsor of this channel and helping Etsy sellers make the most of their shops. Now, let's get back to the video. Hi friends. So it's been a few days since I picked up the camera, and this was dangerously close to being just another sticker vlog, which I know most of you don't mind, like what sort of content I put out, but I also feel like I'm finding myself in a rut again here on YouTube, and I'm trying desperately to stop that before it gets worse. So I have thought to death all week of what sort of vlog I wanted to put out, but it's kind of down to the wire now, so I have the footage left over from last week's vlog, which you'll have to go back and watch to understand like what the beginning of this video is about, or what I'm referencing. So I thought that I would chat a little bit about the intentions that I'm setting for the rest of 2025, because I feel like maybe some of you could benefit from hearing this too, because this is something that I had never heard of before until the last week, and hearing it and thinking about it and understanding it and picturing how it could help me made so much sense. And that is the October theory. And if you've never heard about that, I highly recommend looking into it. I heard about it on TikTok, and when I research it, it's basically like a mini New Year's at the end of a year. So take October, November, December, and it's basically like a trial run for your New Year's resolutions, essentially. I had even done a little bit more research into like an actual intentional breakdown of it. So October is supposed to be like assessment, and then November is goal setting, and then December is like implementing those goals, so that by the time January runs around, you have already built the habits you need to succeed with the goals that you're setting. And as somebody who has absolutely failed at all of the goals that I've set over the last 2 years, this feels like something worth trying. I looked at the Notion goals that I had. I had done a really good job in 2024 of, even though I started like a whole quarter late, I did a really good job in 2024 of breaking everything down, my broad goals, my goals by business, by personal, by financial, etc., and then like weekly actionable steps to take to achieve the goals. And sometime in the summertime of 2024, I had stopped actually working on the weekly goals and filling them out, so I was just kind of scrambling. But that's the problem. I feel like I'm always scrambling, and I'm sick of it. This is gonna be, do I really even want to put this vlog out? This is just me rambling again, and I don't have any B-roll of anything to put over it. I guess you guys can like put me on in the background while you do something. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of grasping at straws with this vlog, but I also thought it'd be interesting to like kind of go over the things that I need to assess, because I genuinely don't even know what my 2025 goals look like. And what I was getting at with the Notion thing was I had liked the idea of this goals page and the implementation of it. So I had made it, like I copied it, a blank version over for this year. Never filled in a thing. It's absolutely blank. So literally yesterday I changed it from 2025 to 2026 just so I have a fresh start. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you guys have ever heard of the October theory, if this is something that resonates with you as well, if this is something that you think you want to like get a head start on. I'm kind of straying from the sort of content that people are expecting from me at this point. And I think I've found myself again in just this position of trying to put out anything instead of nothing. So I'm not putting out my best work or anything like that. I'm just putting stuff out. But yeah, so let's see here. So I had broken it down. I haven't looked at this once since I wrote it. Broke it down for business goals and personal goals. So consistency. I guess I am posting consistently, but I'm not necessarily doing any of these things. The Baby Lace Spirit rebrand is funny because that turned into a full rebrand. I'm at least working on that. Make more stickers. That's worked out. Diversify platforms, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not doing too much different than what I have been doing, and then staying self-employed has been on my goals since 2020 because that's just always been the goal. I'm not even going to go over the personal goals because that's not what we're here for. I mean, I guess I'm not doing a terrible job, but I just know that I could be doing better, and I'm trying to hold myself accountable because at the end of the day, all I have to disappoint is myself, and I've become very comfortable with that in the last several years, and I'm tired of it. So I don't know if this is like, I don't know what I'm doing here, if it's like a public accountability of this is my like declaration to do better and not be lazy with the things that I want to do with my life and with my business. I don't know. I'm not sure what the point of this is. I feel like I kind of feel stupid for making this, honestly, and I don't know how much I'm going to cut out of this. Okay, I hope you guys are going to stay with me here. I've made myself a little cup of coffee, and I am going to, in the very back of my planner for the year, just start free journaling, making a list of the things that are not working for me right now. So feel free to join me. I feel like everybody can benefit from this exercise because it's always nice to audit your life, especially if you're self-employed, because there's always room for improvement. I hope future me is really taking this to heart. So let's see, 2025 audit. Number 1, I'm going to say winging it, because every single time I decide to wing it, I feel like it backfires. It shows how lazy I'm being, and it doesn't make me feel good when the things that I am posting on a whim without much thought are not well received, because why would they be? Number 2, in the same vein, trying too hard / caring too much, because it's kind of like the saying, you can't see the forest through the trees, I think. Like, you can't see the bigger picture if you're literally like right up close to it. And I feel like overanalyzing is just as bad as underanalyzing. So I have to find a happy medium, I guess. I don't know. Probably not the best idea to drink coffee at 3:30, but choices have been made. Number 3. I guess this is in the same vein as winging it, because winging it is so broad for everything that I do, but operating with absolutely zero structure. Something I plan to do an entire video on in the future once I've like actually done the practicing is I want to do some research and implement for a week at a time different hacks for ADHD brains. I'm almost 100% positive that I have undiagnosed ADHD, and that's part of my problem because I am a free agent of my own choices, and I don't have the structure of school or an employer or whatever else. Like, I do what I want to do when I want to do it, and that has been amazing, but also crippling because there's almost too much freedom. So I've found a couple already that I want to try out that I'm kind of excited about, but somebody had actually asked about like structural stuff for Spicy Brain. So I do have that on my agenda in the future, hopefully the near future. So hopefully something of that will stick, because having some kind of structure, even if it's a loose schedule, would be great. Number 4, screen time. This is another one of those fine lines that I tread, because obviously being a small business owner, I have to be on social media. I don't want to be on social media. I have said time and time again that if I did not have my own business, I would delete Instagram. I don't like Instagram at all. I do enjoy YouTube as a consumer and also as a creative. TikTok is also a big problem. But I don't really post on TikTok, I just am on TikTok. So screen time, I know there are apps that can help with this. I've tried them, and they're too rigid. They don't work with the schedule that I need, so maybe I need to just like find a better one, but yeah. 5, I feel like relying on one planner isn't working. I need multiple aspects in my face of, here is a day view of what you have on your to-do list, here's a week view of what you have on your to-do list, month view, year view, etc. I need to see more than just the narrow picture in front of me. I need to see the big picture at any given time without having to seek it out. But again, yeah, my calendar back here, I had printed it in like February and never put it together. And then when I finally did put it together in July, I realized that the dates were wrong, so I just haven't used it. And Notion, again, I have Notion on my computer, I have it on my phone, I have it on my iPad, and I don't ever use it. So just trying to get into the habit of utilizing the tools at my disposal to constantly see the goals and everything. I almost wonder, and I've always wanted to do this, making a vision board would help. And I have Milanote, who maybe someday I will be sponsored by. That would be great. But I'm not paying for it, so it still has my vision boards for my Patreon themes, which I could probably delete at this point because I have them saved elsewhere. But I think I just need to put together a vision board so that I can see everything all at once. Maybe that's too much power. I don't know. Are you guys with me? Like, I feel like this is gonna be the weirdest vlog I've ever put out, and nobody's gonna have seen any of this coming. Kind of in the same vein as, you know, operating without structure, I don't think I'm planning ahead enough. Like, for example, I don't have anything booked convention-wise for 2026. That's not true. I have one confirmed event for 2026. And I've gone back and forth on whether or not I want to pull out of it, just on principle. But I have been thinking in the last like 6 months that I don't want to do conventions much anymore. It's exhausting. There was a video I almost put out recently that I was talking about this, and I cut the entire segment out, which I think it had a lot to do with the economy. And obviously, like, now that I know the way things are going, like, I just need to expect that I'm not going to see as much return on investment at conventions as I'm used to. But at the same time, they're still a huge source of my income. And I think I would find myself in a really dire situation very quickly into 2026 without having any conventions lined up. So not planning ahead specifically in my mind at this moment is for like doing the research for open applications and seeing what I can apply to, what I can put on the books and all that stuff. I also don't want to cast too broad of a net though, because I don't want to overbook myself. I really like having right now one event a month on average if I can help it, because that's manageable for me, and if I need help, that's manageable for Ryan. But I think that's something, maybe I should make a little note here that says specifically for conventions. This could also even apply for like the monthly coupons I do for spooky stickers, or literally anything for Lay Spirit Designs. I don't know how I've let myself be so neglectful to my main business. Truly, like the fact that she's gonna get a massive glow up on the website and I have all of these big ideas, it's about time, because I've had that on my to-do list for 2 years. But I want to get back into like planned shop updates, planned merch drops. Number 7. This might be a strange one. I think I'm staying in my own lane too much. And by that I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I don't watch other YouTubers. And I guess that doesn't make sense when I was just saying that I watch YouTube all the time. I mean, like, I don't watch the people directly in my niche. And that's because I don't want to have the subconscious influence to try and replicate what anybody else is doing. Like, I'm trying to be super authentic to my own voice and my own channel and my own brand. But at the same time, I feel like that's been a little bit of a hindrance because I'm existing in a vacuum. Genuinely, like, I had this conversation with my best friend yesterday. I have been existing in a vacuum. I work by myself at home alone all day, all week. Ryan goes physically to a job, and like, I have friends around me, but they have jobs and they work, and like 90% of my artistic friends and community are not like accessible. And I feel like anytime I do have time to spare to spend with people that are like-minded, especially in business and or art, like, it doesn't even matter if they do both, that I am so inspired, it's stupid. So I think I'm staying in my own lane a little bit too much. I need to see what other people are doing. I need to be around other people that are doing the same thing and like feed off of the energy, because I feel like that's going to fill my cup, my personal like well of inspiration and creativity, more than me trying to stoke my own flame, I guess. Like, it's a little bit annoying that I've gone this long thinking that I was doing myself a favor, when in fact I think that may be the most damaging habit that I have put down on here so far, next to winging it. For number 8, I'm gonna be really specific and put waiting for inspiration. And I say that because specifically as an artist, and specifically as an art business, I have struggled very openly in the last several years with creative burnout and motivation. And I always try to wait for like an idea to draw something, when in fact I realized recently by looking at a couple of artists that I follow, they literally just do studies. Like, I think 90% of the things that they post online are studies that they've done in their own art style of pictures that they find or pictures that they take. And like, it seems so obvious to just do that. Like whether I want to draw or not, whether I have the motivation or not, I can't gripe about not creating if I'm not creating. And I don't have to always have an idea of something to draw, which is what I've always waited for, because that's never been a problem in my long life of being an artist. So it's a really recent issue for me. And I feel like the obvious answer is don't wait for an idea. Like, don't wait for inspiration, just literally draw anything. Like, I was so excited the other day, sitting on the couch, playing with all the new Procreate brushes and all the ideas that I've had since then. Not even of anything specific, but of just using like certain brushes for specific textures. And like, I don't have to wait for something that I'm working on to do anything with those. I can literally just go and find a reference photo and just study it with those brushes and have a blast. And then from that, in theory, you gain motivation and inspiration to do other more specifically creative things. So I'm not sure if this coffee is helping me or if it's just making me more rambly. Number 9, I'm going to put not taking enough chances. And that's specifically for me saying like, I need to stop waiting around for people to come to me, for me to expect the empire that I'm building to bring people and opportunities to me. It is in my best interest to go out of my way to find those. And I think the disconnect I'm having with that is like relating to the way communities are on social media these days, because when I was coming up on the internet in my DeviantArt days, like, you did just kind of wait for those things to find you. Like, people were very active in communities and it was easy to find other communities of like similar minded people or similar art interests, etc. And I feel like even though those communities are more abundant and easier to find these days, I just don't feel like they are as engaged. And maybe that's just me, because I kind of keep to myself and I don't go out of my way to participate. I feel like I'm losing the point, but I feel like I'm not putting myself out there enough is another way I could write this. So last one, number 10, be honest with myself more often. Because at the end of the day, that's why we're here. If I'm honest with myself more often, like I'm being right now, if I had been, I would have known a long time ago that things weren't working. Because I just kind of was trying to keep my nose to the grindstone, and quality, not even quality over quantity or quantity over quality, it was neither, because all that mattered was consistency. And I'm strictly talking about YouTube. Like, my focus has been so zeroed in on making this work, making these videos work with you guys, that everything else has taken a back seat. And that just doesn't make sense. And I think because the focus has been specifically on YouTube, there hasn't been any substance. Wow, I must be doing some intense shadow work right now, because that is not where I was going with this at all. Being honest with myself. Yeah, so I just feel like if I check in with myself more often, maybe even like quarterly, I can understand what's working and what's not, and like in a more timely manner when it's not like gotten to this point. Because if I'm being completely honest, after I put up last week's vlog, for a variety of reasons, I wanted to quit everything. I wanted to quit all of the social media. I wanted to quit YouTube. No explanation, just completely disappear. It really crossed my mind. Granted, I didn't sleep that night for a variety of reasons, and I was probably just like exhausted and tired and like needed the rest, but it's been a struggle for me. So I think this was necessary. Well, I was not expecting all of this. When I said at the beginning of this vlog that I had no idea what kind of video this was going to be, this was not even on the radar. So, surprise, I guess we're like working through our issues today. I know that the next video that you guys are going to see after this is going to look different. It's going to feel different because I've done this, but also because the last week I've spent getting to this position, getting to this mindset of something's got to give. And I'm honestly really fired up about it. Like, that's what I wish this video could have been about. What the heck? I have so many ideas that I want to do, and I have so many ways that I want to implement them, and I'm excited about it. I feel like the last time I was really, really excited on camera about something was over the summer, when I had the idea to do like Lay Spirit World based sticker packs, and people really resonated with that. So I just need to like take more time to figure out what is sparking joy in my life and what isn't, because I can't just keep putting out the same slop, because it's obviously people don't want that. So yeah, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about all of this. And I don't know the next time I'm going to do like a proper studio vlog. I think let me know what you guys think about the idea of doing like a once a month studio vlog, like this is what I did in October kind of thing, amongst other things. Like, obviously when I do events, there's still going to be Artist Alley vlogs, and like if something really specific and exciting is going on, I will probably do like behind the scenes. But I just don't want to keep putting out general stuff. I think that works for a lot of the lifestyle vloggers that I watch, but that's not what this channel is, even though that's what I'm emulating, because that's what I'm watching. So you are what you eat. Anyways, I thought this video was gonna be like maybe 10 minutes long if I really stretched it, and now I have no idea, and I still have to edit it. So we'll see. Probably gonna cut a lot of this out, but I'm probably gonna leave a shocking amount in for the honesty. So hopefully, again, you guys resonate with this, and hopefully you have done something else while you listen to me yap in the background, because God, I don't know that even I could just sit here and watch myself talk this whole time. So anyways, if you did this alongside me, if you did an audit of your own habits and your own, like, I don't know, whatever it is that you're trying to improve upon, good job. This was, like, it physically drained me as I was doing this. Like, I was literally feeling like I was drunk because I was just purging all of this truth that I have been ignoring. So good job to us. If you are going to do it, good job. Just do it, get through it, feel through the uncomfy, because it's going to be uncomfy. But I feel lighter, so, and I'm excited to get to work on all of the new directions that I feel have opened up for me. So anyway, thank you guys so much if you made it this far to listen. Like, thank you for listening to me go on and on and on, because that was a lot of words. It's a lot of words. And I will see you next week in something a little bit different. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Hey, lady. Oh, did you cut in line? Okay, Cindy's turn. What? Come here. What? What is it? What is it? Little fuzz face.
Maybe it's something in the water, or maybe we just hit the end of the road.